looks like an editor. I'm like, how am I going to describe Jason in a way that's not going to offend him?
Hairy. Hairy. Kind of tall.
I did meet a celebrity in a restroom, though. You remember this story? The ArcLight restroom. Well.
Oh, yeah. Lonely Island.
I met Lonely Island in a restroom. So I'm not. I'm certainly
all three of them?
Two of them.
Same time?
The two non-famous ones.
Yeah, the ones that aren't Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
But hey,
Kiva and Yorma.
yeah, it's still pretty cool, right? So I was at the ArcLight Cinemas in Hollywood. One and only time I saw the movie in the Cinerama Dome.
Yeah, the dome.
I watched not 8 Mile. What's it called? 8mm.
Yeah, one of those 8.
Which one is the sequel to the other? I don't know which one.
You mean
comes
Super
first.
8?
Yeah.
Super 8, yeah, is the sequel to 8 Mile.
Yeah, you named the Eminem movie and a Nicolas Cage movie.
Right,
That's what
right,
Yep, 8mm.
right. There you go, 8mm and 8 Miles.
Super 8.
Super 8. Loudest movie I've ever been to, by the way. If you're ever in Hollywood, just go to the Cinerama Dome. The loudest movie theater you'll ever experience. Pretty cool.
But you met
What?
the guys from the Lonely Island in the bathroom. You spoke to them in the bathroom.
No, what? What are you talking about? Just kidding. So yeah, I'm in the theater and they give you assigned seats, and I was there with my wife, Christy.
She was in the bathroom too?
Nope, we were in the theater.
The unisex bathroom.
We were in the theater and no one's in there. It's the biggest theater in the world, probably. Well, loudest. It's the loudest theater in the world.
It's not the biggest.
It is so loud in there. You wouldn't believe it. You're not gonna play along. So
There's nothing to play along.
I'm sitting down there. I'm sitting down there in my assigned seat, and no one's in the theater. And then all of a sudden, these two guys come and sit right in front of us. And I look at the back of their heads, and I'm like, "That's 2 of the 3 guys from Lonely Island." I can tell by looking at the back of their heads.
Samberg guys
sitting right in front of me. And so the whole movie, I'm just thinking, "What am I gonna say to these guys?" And then when the movie's over, they walk out. They walk out. Well, I like to have an entry point. And so then the movie's over, they walk out, and I'm like, Chris, come on. She's like, get in her pocket, hurry up, we gotta go after him. We go after him. And when they walk out, straight into the bathroom. So I'm like, Christy, wait here. I'm like, all right, I'm going straight.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom too.
So I went straight into the bathroom. And so I go to the urinal beside Yorma. And there he is at the urinal. There I'm at the urinal. And it occurs to me, this is not a good time to speak to him with the thing that I have to say, which the only thing I had to say was, big fan of your work. That's what had in my mind.
Yeah, that's a good entry point.
So, like, when someone's peeing, saying a big fan of your work.
Big fan.
Of you. Right. So I let him pee, and then I let him wash his hands.
Oh, you let him finish, huh?
And then I acted like I was washing my hands. But then when he left...
so you didn't actually pee?
Well, I wet my hands, but I didn't put soap on my hands because I didn't want to be obligated to wash the soap off my hands. Yeah. I had to get out as soon as he got out.
Timing.
And so as he's leaving the bathroom, I catch up with him. I'm like, hey. Oh. And then he turns around. I just got the sympathy. Hey. I said, hey.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. And he turns around and was like, a big fan. That was...
Yeah,
so much of a fail, right?
Yeah, but so
I think that was what the formative experience in me being a dunce.
Well, no, because
not doing that. I haven't done that since.
What do you think? Like, even in those situations that I talked about, I honestly don't think that there's anything that could be accomplished. I mean, if I see, I'm hoping that with Merle Haggard, it's the kind of thing that he would be like, oh, because Merle Haggard can walk around anywhere and people won't know who he is because he's an old country singer that nobody cares about anymore.
Yeah, sure.
So if a younger guy comes up to him and says, listen, I want to tell you that your music is meant more to me than any music that's ever been made.
Tears, pants being wet.
That would mean something to him, and he would probably respond because he's not like,
you need to change your pants, son.
He's not a major celebrity, right? Right. Well, Lionel Richie's still kind of in the public eye, and it would be like, you know, I don't know what it would say, but it would have something to do with Project Line or listen, hey, I sang your All Night Long song all night long on the internet. You know, I've got something that I can talk to him about.
Billy said he saw him in Kitchen 24 at 3 a.m. a couple of weeks ago.
Lionel Richie?
Yeah, with two 20-something girls.
Of course, he's Lionel Richie.
Actually, 3 of them.
Really? Yeah, 3.
3 20-something girls and him at Kitchen 24 at 3 a.m. Is it even open at 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Is he lying?
24.
Really?
Yeah. And then with the Avett Brothers, it's just, you know, they're, in terms of modern band, they're my favorite current
That's
band.
just not reason enough.
It's not reason enough? They wrote a song about somebody I'm related to?
That's like clamoring to get in. Like, what's his response gonna be? Yeah, man. I remember her.
Oh, and one of the guys almost dated my wife.
It will be.
Seth almost dated my wife.
In what way? What do you mean?
I
don't know this part of it.
They tried to set her, Seth and Jesse up when she came to visit.
Really?
Yeah, and they like talked for a little bit. So I'm just saying.
In person?
Yes. Yes. So you still don't think.
But
that's
again,
enough.
bringing that up.
I have that connection is stronger than any connection that.
But it would be awkward.
Of course. So.
And then when it's over, will it have been worth it?
Probably not. That's my point. Is that even in those situations,
I'm on your side.
I think that even in those situations, what do I have to gain? Nothing. So when you want to talk to Daryl Hall at the airport, but for what to what end? So you can have a good story.
I'm saying I've changed.
So you can have a good story.
I told my story. I just told the story, by the way. Pretty good story. Pretty embarrassing.
I mean, I'm hoping that with like Merle Haggard, he would be like, yeah, you know, I want to make a song with you guys before I die.
Can I adopt you?
Yeah, right. You know?
It's different. I'm with you on that one, but.
With the Avett Brothers, it would be like, hey, listen, you guys want to collaborate on some awesome video, your music, our video?
It just
There's something there.
But it seems like we would be clamoring for.
We would be.
Clamoring for something.
Here's
Clawing,
the thing.
scratching.
I don't like to.
Desperate.
I don't like to meet famous people in general, but I definitely don't like to meet them when there's absolutely no pretense and I can only go on what I can prove to them in the moment, which is just, I'm a tall dude with a beard. You know, that's all I got, right? I'm not especially like, immediately.
And the sister-in-law thing, I mean.
Yeah, but if, you know, if there's something like, oh yeah, hey, I saw that video or whatever, that's an entry point that I immediately have, this person has seen one of our videos. Then all of a sudden I feel like I have the right to speak to them. That's how I think about it.
You lost me. You have a right to speak to them.
I'm saying like, I don't like to try to prove myself to someone in the moment, but if somebody introduces me or somebody and they're like, you may have seen this video that he made, and then like, oh yeah, I saw that video.
So you want a publicist.
Then at that point, I feel like, okay, now I can speak.
You want a publicist to go with you everywhere so that you can be introduced to
want to be my publicist? you go first.
No.
I got somebody to introduce you.
The guy I work with, my friend. I like to introduce you to, say hello to my little friend.
We do the same thing, but the way we do it is I come up and then I introduce you.
We vet each other to celebrities.
Hey, we should do that. That's a good idea. That's what we decided
This
on.
guy over here, you really got to meet him.
And then
He's done amazing things with me.
I come over and then I'm like, yeah, I make videos. You may have seen some of them. And they're like, yeah, I work with my best friend. He's the guy you've been talking to. That would blow people's mind. Let's try it.
Sad.
Let's do it.
So sad.
Avett Brothers, we're coming after you.
I am so depressed right now.
Yeah.